Today at Uplift, we will be talking to Lauren, a successful businesswoman, health coach, published author, and the woman behind Food from the Heart. Lauren started as a personal chef, eventually published her first book, and took her business to the next level by building a bigger audience and taking full advantage of social media. My name is Philip Schulze. We talk to entrepreneurs and successful individuals to inspire you to take action, overcome fear of failure, and show how other people manage their doubts and struggles. This is Uplift. Thank you for being here, Lauren. So how did you start Food from the Heart?
Well, Food from the Heart started because my friends were telling me that I was very good at cooking because I cooked for them every week when we were in college. So I cooked for them and they were like, oh my God, this tastes so good. And you cooked it in 20 minutes. And I'm like, really? I don't know. And I loved cooking just to see everyone happy with my food. That was the reason of everything. So then I started Food from the Heart.
And were you in a regular job when you started?
No, I was in school, yeah.
You were still in school?
I was still in school. I was studying marketing. So it was really good because I was applying everything that I learned in the brand. So I did the logo, not myself, I did it with a friend. The logo, everything, the website, and I started working with some events. Like catering.
Yeah, so you basically followed your passion from the beginning. It was not that you were looking for what you could do, you knew you want to do food, so...
Yeah. It was difficult at the beginning because when I finished school in Colombia, I'm from Colombia, as you can see by my accent, I wanted to go to Rome and study cooking.
Yeah.
And I wanted to do it as a career, but my dad told me, by the time, he told me no, you can't do cooking, you can't be a chef, you have to do something else, you have to study something else, something that makes money. Yeah. Food is not going to take you anywhere. And I'm like, okay, Dad, okay, I'm just going to do a short course and that's it. I'll go to, marketing. I love marketing because I love, selling and all the science behind the marketing. So I did marketing and I went to school for marketing, but I ended up in food.
You talked about Instagram and how it helped you. How would you describe the importance of Instagram for a business in general? What does it do for you in terms of reaching your audience and using it as a marketing tool?
Well, for me, Instagram right now, it's everything. Because I started Food from the Heart 6 years ago and I opened an Instagram, but I wasn't that constant. Still, when I went out, everyone was like, oh, I see your posts. I see your recipes. I see what you're putting out there. I'm like, okay, yeah, maybe it works. But I posted once a week. I wrote in the blog once every 3 months. Okay. I wasn't that consistent with my Instagram. And when I was pregnant, I started writing the book and I made the decision of self-publishing this book. Yeah. I was like, oh my God, what am I I'm spending all this time writing this book, I'm planning everything so perfect. I don't have the audience to sell this book. Yeah. I was crazy because I was doing everything myself. And so I was like, okay, no, the baby's born, he's here now, I'll just go all out with Instagram. And I started posting every single day, started growing my audience.
And you followed a strategy, so you were thinking about what you're gonna post for the next months, or the steps you want to take on Instagram and promoting your book, or you just kind of followed your instincts with that?
I was following my instinct. At the beginning, my baby was born. I remember that I posted a picture of his me grabbing his hand, and I was like, thank you everyone for waiting, for having patience for me. And from there on, I was like, okay, I'm going to post a little bit of the process of, I'm going to mention something that I'm writing a book, I'm going to post some pictures about the book, but then Instagram is creating content of value for the people that are seeing, for your audience. Yeah. That's how you create a really loyal audience. And for me, everything that I post on Instagram, everything I do with brands and with everything, it's because I truly believe on. So right now, Instagram...
So authenticity is key, you think, on Instagram to
it's key because right now there's a lot of people doing the same you're doing.
Yeah.
So it's different to differentiate yourself from other people. But you have to just stay true to your brand and what you're doing, and don't get discouraged, because for me at the beginning was like, oh my God, my followers, I don't have this amount of followers, or I don't have this amount of likes, whatever. And yeah, you can easily get discouraged just by numbers. And it's numbers that they value a lot. I can't, like, you can't lie. If you have a lot of followers, you're going to be contacted by really big brands, and they're going to pay you a lot of money. But now micro influencers are booming. So they know that your audience is very loyal, it's very niche. So they're going to make more conversion than just the broader audience.
So it's always better to stick to something that goes along with what you believe in, instead of just taking a big check from a brand you don't really stand behind, right? To be successful at the end. Yeah,
for me, it has been very important, because it has to go everything with the brand. Like Food from the Heart, it's food, but it's more than just food. So it's all like buying conscious, caring about your planet and other people and everything. So I've turned off, how to say that? Turn down.
Turn down, yes.
I've turned down like some proposals because it doesn't go with the brand, and that's me. That's me being food from the heart and staying loyal for what I think. And yeah, Instagram, I think it's tricky, but you have to stay loyal and just don't follow what other people are doing, because it works for them, like showing a lot of boobies and a lot of skin, and yeah. And
since you studied marketing and you had that background, how important you think is creating a logo and creating like a brand vision when you start something for you and then in general?
I think it's key. For me, it's very important, not only for the whole brand itself, but for you, because when you're creating like all the press kit or the logo, the slogan, everything, like in your head, you're like digesting everything. So for me, just selecting the colors for Food from the Heart, like the whole idea, you start digesting what you want for your brand, what you want to project with your brand.
So it gives you clarity in a way, because then you have it in your head, you have a path you can follow, and you can always like lay it against it if you see if you're still on track. So it helps you to stay on track.
Exactly. For me, it was really important. I can see right now, like, it's very easy to create a logo, to start a brand and everything, but people don't follow like the steps how they should be. So you have to go for your name and your slogan and your palette of colors, and this is the description of your brand. And for me, that's very, very important.
Yeah.
Because that's going to be the base of everything.
So you mentioned you don't really have a culinary background, you studied marketing. So how hard was it for you to find acceptance as a chef in this industry, competing with nutritionists, with chefs, with people who really learned this craft, versus you just coming in from the side, you know, and hijacking it in a way? How hard was it to overcome those challenges of like people telling you maybe, oh, like, you don't have the knowledge, like, what are you doing there, like, you're not trustworthy, you know? You probably heard it at the beginning. And what kept you going, and you know? So
well, for me, yeah, I could say that I'm a home cook, a self-taught cook. I just learned everything. I did some courses, but I didn't do it as a professional, in a professional way. It's just doing it a lot, and just don't care about what people say.
Yeah.
I don't care. For example, Food from the Heart is I want to teach everyone and show everyone that you don't have to be an expert to cook healthy and good and fast. Because for me, right now, anyone has time to cook. And the industry out there wants you to believe that you don't have time to cook because you're too busy. You need this, that it's prepackaged, that it's ready. You just need to buy this, everything pre-made and with not that so good ingredients for your body. So I want to teach everyone that you can do it, and it's cheaper to do it at home, and you have the time. Like, don't be scared. Don't be scared, just cook. And if it tastes bad, like, you're going to learn from it, and that's it. So for me, not being like a professional chef, maybe I can relate more to people, and they can say, oh my God, if she can make it, like, it looks easy to make. Like, maybe I can do it, because I'm
you
just...
use it as an advantage, your disadvantage at the end, because you say, like, I'm not a professional chef. I was able to find a way to provide a healthy meal for my family, so I can teach you how you can do it.
Exactly.
So in this way, you can shut all the chefs down, and you can still show to the audience that you have the expertise.
Exactly.
Let's touch base on your book for a little bit. I mean, you put your heart into this book. I mean, your kid is part of the book in a way. How hard is it to publish your own book? You had no experience in writing as well, so you had to teach yourself how to write, how to come up with good recipes. So how hard is it to, I mean, it sounds like an incredible thing to do by yourself, to be able to like write a book and publish it and then have people buy it. I mean, it sounds very difficult from the outside, but how did you approach the process?
Well, for me, everything is doable if you put yourself into it. If you commit to something and you really want to do it, you'll do it. I was pregnant and then I had a newborn, and I still like had the time to do this book. So what I did was a lot of lists, like to-do lists, and I just followed those lists. And what I said since the beginning, I was like, I want to do this book like from my heart, like with all the good energy. And the moment that I don't feel like, when I feel this is taking like too much from me, or if I feel discouraged or mad or something, I'll stop doing it for a while, I'll rest, I'll take care of my baby, and then I'll come back to it.
So similar approach to business in general. So you have to have a strategy you can follow, you can look back on, check yourself.
Exactly.
If you're on track, if you have to take some time off and then go out strong again. So it's the same formula basically.
It's kind of the same. Like for me, my book, it's an accomplishment, and it's like a dream come true, obviously, because it's my book, but it was really hard. It was really hard because I had the baby, I did everything myself, because I went all out with the book. So I wanted the best materials, I wanted like the best designer in the world, that she's my friend Natalia Swartz, she's great. So I went all out, and I was thinking on making this so beautiful for everyone. That money-wise, I spent a lot of money.
Did you ever consider using a publishing company? Did you approach publishing companies, or you made the decision from the beginning that you want to self-publish the book and try it on your own? I
did since the beginning, but they were saying like, they give you like the percentages. It was really crazy for me. I was like, but this is all my work. So I was like, no, I'm going to do it myself. Then I went into Amazon, because actually you can be your own publisher with Amazon. But the material was horrible. And for me, it's like, if this is going to have my name and my brand, it has to look amazing.
Yeah.
That was like me since the beginning. Now I can say that maybe I'll think it twice with the money-wise, because the printing was very expensive. After the book, it opened so many doors for me that, for me at the beginning, was difficult when I wanted to sold out the book immediately, because I like, this book is the best in the world. Like, what are you talking about? It's not expensive. That's difficult.
Yeah.
When you go out there with your product and people say like, hey, yeah, it's beautiful. It has a lot of work into it, but it's expensive. I don't need it right now.
Because it's a different area. People think like, oh, I can download something for cheap.
Exactly.
You know, I'll get some recipes somewhere else. So it's a burden at the beginning, I guess, to get into it.
But it worked, and I've been doing everything myself, and just showing to people that it really takes a lot of time. People like that. People like seeing what is happening backwards. Like, hey, I did this, I worked a lot into this book. This is why it is expensive. So you can teach your audience. You can teach your audience, but the hardcover book opened doors for me. And now I have my ebooks that they sell, because they can download it from their phone or iPad or whatever. So yeah.
What would you say to someone who wants to start his own business, who wants to be an entrepreneur, or has like passion he's following, but is scared of taking the next step and turning this passion into something he's actually able to provide with and make money with? What's the advice you would give?
Okay, the advice is to follow what you love, but don't focus on making money at the beginning. That can be your focus first. Like, you have to enjoy what you're doing. Look for a purpose. Like, what is my purpose was to teach people, like to serve people so they can have information that it was really valuable. So when you have that purpose really clear, then you're going to make money. So at the beginning is, follow that passion. Don't think of making money right away. That's very important. Don't be so strict, because things go all the ways. I got pregnant, I didn't open my cafe, I self-published a book. Life is going to take you there, but you have to trust and you have to listen and to learn how to listen to everyone, because your audience is going to tell you what they want from you. So you have to be very flexible and go around it, and you'll find your way.
So you follow your heart, you have a strategy in place, and you have a goal you can go after.
Exactly.
Awesome. That sounds like a good ending, I think. Guys, if you want to follow her, please go to Instagram. We have the link here. It's Food from the Heart. You find more information about her, delicious recipes. Just go there, check it out. And if you like the book, she will tell you where to get it.
Yes. So my book is seen through my website, Amazon, and you can just go to my Instagram. I post daily recipes, information, inspiration, and you're going to feel inspired to go and cook.
Thank you, Lauren.